It was a calm morning when the first spark of mystery entered our Baker Street rooms. Yes, added in the folds of a letter which Holmes studied with keen attention.
Look here, Watson. The handwriting betrays a nervous haste. Yet the phrasing suggests an education not often found outside the universities.
And what, pray, is the nature of the request? Does some unfortunate soul require your counsel?
Indeed. A Miss Eleanor Whittaker implores assistance regarding a sinister occurrence near Casper Bridge, some 30 miles outside London. Her words hint at a death cloaked as accident, yet she insists it was murder.
Murder near Casper Bridge? I cannot recall the place with clarity. Have you knowledge of it?
A small hamlet by the river Lear. Its bridge is the sole crossing for miles, and its isolation makes concealment easy. If Miss Whittaker speaks truth, the matter requires urgency.
Then, Holmes, you propose we set out at once? I confess, the winter air bites cruelly, yet I would follow you into any frost for the thrill of pursuit.
Back lightly, Watson. We journey by train within the hour. Bring your revolver, or we may need its persuasive power should truth resist our inquiry.
Within half an hour, NRE, we hailed a cab and rattled through the fog, veined streets toward Paddington Station, where the bustle of travellers offered a stark contrast to our quiet rooms.
Observe, Watson, the soot upon that porter's cuff. He has been near the engine itself, though he pretends otherwise. Such trifles reveal the truth of one's station.
Your powers of observation never cease to humble me, Holmes. While I see only a man carrying luggage, you unravel the fabric of his day with a single glance.
It is elementary, Watson. The world writes its confessions in dust and fabric. We need only cultivate the habit of seeing.
Soon we were settled within a compartment, its windows blurred with frost. Its windows blurred with frost as the whistles shrieked and our train carried us northward into the countryside.
Now, Watson, before we arrive, let us rehearse the facts. A gentleman allegedly drowned beneath Casper Bridge 2 nights ago. Yet, Miss Whittaker insists the river claimed no accident.
Who was the victim, Holmes? Did Miss Whittaker name him?
One Arthur Penrose, solicitor by trade, known locally for handling estates, a man of steady income, but with enemies. If Miss Whittaker's hints bear substance.
Then we shall see, upon arrival, whether Casper Bridge harbors merely a misstep upon icy stone or the darker hand of malice. Our train drew to a halt at a modest country station, where frost clung stubbornly to every surface, and a biting wind swept through the open fields beyond.
There is our contact, Watson. The lady by the carriage, observe her gloves. They are worn, smooth upon the palms, betraying long use of reins. Not a woman accustomed merely to idleness.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, I am Eleanor Whittaker. Thank heaven you answered my plea.
Madame, you must not distress yourself. We are here to lend what aid we may.
Miss Whittaker, tell us plainly what you witnessed or what you believe occurred before rumor blinds our inquiry.
Mr. Penrose did not stumble by accident. On that night, I saw a cloaked figure upon the bridge, pushing him into the river with deliberate force.
Good heavens, you actually beheld the deed?
Your courage in speaking is admirable, Miss Whittaker. Tell me, what features distinguished this assailant? Height, posture, or any mannerism?
He was tall, sir, and stooped a little, as though carrying weight upon his shoulders. I saw the glimmer of a silver watch chain against his dark cloak. That is all. Watch!
Holmes, do you suppose she describes one of the townsfolk? Such a watch chain would be no common trinket.
Precisely, Watson. In small communities, distinctive objects betray their owners more quickly than faces in London crowds. We shall make discreet inquiries.
Miss Whittaker's trap conveyed us along the frosted lane into the heart of Casper Bridge, a place where rustic quiet masked the undercurrent of tragedy.
Watson, note the eyes of the villagers. Their curiosity burns behind restraint. In small places, gossip travels more swiftly than post.
Indeed, they look upon us as strangers prying into their affairs. It would be wise, Holmes, to temper our questions with tact.
Leave diplomacy to me, Watson. But truth, once loosened, seldom resists extraction.
Presently, we dismounted before the Swan and Crown, where Miss Whittaker left us with hopes that Holmes would pierce the veil clouding her village.
Watson, let us take that table near the fire. I intend to draw out the landlord with casual discourse. His is the tongue that knows every story within these walls.
A sound strategy, Holmes. I should imagine the man has heard many a whisper of Mr. Penrose's fate.
Precisely, one must listen where tongues wag most freely. The alehouse is a more honest witness than the church pew.
We had scarcely warmed ourselves at the inn's fire when Holmes, restless as ever, declared that the heart of the matter lay not in alehouse rumour, but at the very stones of Casper Bridge itself. If you!
Watson, the river holds its secrets poorly to Casper Bridge. There we shall learn whether death came by nature's hand or man's.
The village street sloped downward, leading us to the lee sedge, where Casper Bridge arched solemnly across dark waters that whispered beneath the winter moon.
Observe, Watson, scrape marks upon the frost here. They suggest a struggle, and see how the lichen is freshly disturbed where a heel slipped.
Indeed, the impressions are deeper than one might expect from a casual passerby. Surely, Holmes, Penrose resisted his attacker here.
Elementary, my dear Watson. The marks corroborate Miss Whittaker's testimony. Now, look at the parapet's edge. A button caught in the stone's crack.
A silver button, surely from a waistcoat. Holmes, could it belong to the mysterious watch chain man?
The chain, the height, the stoop, the button, all point toward one figure, Watson. Let us confirm at the inn, for I believe the landlord wears a chain most distinctive.
Back within the smoky warmth of the inn, Holmes wasted no words. His eyes were upon the lanyard, whose heavy gate and silver chain glimmered in the firelight.
Sir, the village whispers enough, but whispers pale beside evidence. Your waistcoat button lies at Casper Bridge, torn as you struggled with Arthur Penrose.
I never meant it so. He wronged me, cheated me of land that was mine by right. I sought but to frighten him, and the river curse it took him. Took him.
Holmes, the man confesses. What shall we do?
We shall do justice, Watson. Constable, take this man into custody. The river does not absolve guilt, nor may anger disguise itself as accident.
Days later, as we resumed our life upon Baker Street, I could not help but marvel at Holmes's unfailing eye, which unravelled a tragedy hidden beneath winter's frost. You make it sound elementary, Holmes. Yet I confess, I should never have traced guilt from so small a clue as a single button.
Elementary it was, Watson. For the truth lies always in trifles. The river may wash away footprints, but it cannot drown reason.